transition. Hello, everybody. Joey here again from Darkblock. I'm doing our Thursday live stream. All right, I'm going to transition. Oh, today we have Samina from Thirdweb. Samina, who are you? What do you want to tell us about yourself?
Yeah, sure. My name is Smina. I'm the head of developer relations here at Thirdweb. So I'm mostly focusing on moving the education strategy forward, trying to help onboard, Web 2 devs to Web 3, trying to help Web 3 devs build their decentralized applications. So anything in that realm, if you want to build with Thirdweb, I'm the person to talk to. Our team is like the best team to get you forward. But yeah, that's a little bit about me.
Uh, Amazing. In your last week, we did a kind of a web seminar inside Butter. We broke Butter. I don't even have to like know what the actual facts are. Just in my head, we canceled the internet and we're running this back this week. So I'm appreciative of you coming back. I'm also jealous and impressed with your cat tree game. It's pretty strong. Our cat trees are like Amazon basic, sadness. So, um, okay, Samina, I do want to talk about you a little bit as a human being. So I'm going to share screen and people will see this. Hold on. Do I do this right? Oh, and I want to get into your LinkedIn game as well. We're gonna touch on that. Like,
Oh, wow. Okay.
nothing makes me feel like a boomer more than the discrepancy between like it's like the business ratio, your your Twitter following and your LinkedIn following. Like I'm hoping the audience and some of our older friends like I don't know, add you to LinkedIn so you can feel more of the vibe. Samina codes. Talk to me about like how you got to be the ultimate coding nerd, and how you're like you want to like change the world. Like you're, I'm not that deep.
I can give you a little context on my background. So in school, I went to university and I started studying like medicine, like pre-pharmacy, and a year, 2 years into it, I just kind of hated it. My personality, I'm very introverted. I love video games. I love like staying home and like, yeah, I guess introverted things. And like my friends were like, why don't you just try coding or something else? Like you don't seem happy doing medicine. And I was like, okay, I'll try it. I took an intro to CS course and I just fell in love. I was like learning web development, learning a little bit of game development. And I think every every developer starts, they're like, I want to be a game dev. And then eventually you realize it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
So during that time in university, as I was learning code, I got into IT. I worked in IT shortly, where I was doing like customer support. So I got a lot of experience like talking to users, and it's something I enjoyed as well. And then I started teaching code as well at a local nonprofit. So it was focused on teaching girls how to code, getting girls into tech education. And so in a span of a year, actually, I'm really happy about this. I reached 105 young women in this Albuquerque area. So it was awesome. It was a really good milestone for me. And yeah, it kind of made me realize like I want to combine my passion of coding and teaching. And I worked shortly as a software engineer after that, like as an intern. And it was like kind of boring. And I'm just like, I don't want to be coding like 10 hours a day. I just like pivot my life on what's interesting. So, and I got, during that time, all this time I'm creating content as well. I have this blog that you're posting
I
up
love
here.
it.
Um, yeah, I had a blog, I had my Twitter, I had my Instagram, all of these different platforms. And I was just creating content. And then I got approached by a founder of a Web3 company. And he was like, hey, I see you're into front end development, but what if you could document your journey getting from Web 2 to Web 3? And so that's when I started creating content on Web 3. I worked as a developer relations engineer there. And then I pivoted into Thirdweb. So that's where I am now as of February this year. And yeah, it's been a journey. I'm just going where I feel most interested, I guess.
Um, so you're relatively new on your journey as far as like compared to my old self. Chasing the fix. There's always another piece of technology. There's always another framework. There's always another language. So it doesn't go away. That's good and bad because you also never reach a finish line. There's no like, hey, I've conquered the internet. I now can do anything. Yeah, it's a good and bad relationship. I want to talk about you because I'm curious. Your dark mode comics. So hey, everybody, she's also an artist. She's also super Disney referential. So when did these comics start? And yeah, I'm curious.
Actually, so if you scroll down,
Yes.
if you close that one and you scroll down to the very first comic right there, the Cursed Bird app.
Uh huh.
So how this started was there's this artist I follow on Twitch, and he creates comics that are basically him talking to his viewers, like in chat, and like sometimes the viewer says something funny, and he kind of turns it into a comic strip. And it was just so relatable. It was just like kind of like a modern day comic where you're representing the problems that we have today, like humor from things we have today. And so as a person on Twitter who had like a relatively, large following, I get a lot of DMs on on the regular.
Yeah.
And I just like I love drawing. That was another thing I like one of my fairly happy introvert activities. So I created a comic. I had no plans on this becoming like a like actual series or anything like that. I created this comic right here, just trying to express my frustration when people ask if I'm a developer when it clearly says it in my bio. So it's like it's just me being salty, and people find it really funny. So people are like, "Oh my gosh, that's so relatable." I get the same DM all the time, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, there's a lot of developer problems in the modern day, right? Like if you're a content creator, developer." And so I just like kind of like bloomed from there. I think like there's a lot of opportunity in developer humor. Most of the time you see like jokes about like CSS and JavaScript and things like that, but like the day to day is just for us, it's so humorous. It's like we're sitting at our desk, we have like these like interesting problems where the numbers are wrong or like something like that, and our frustrations can come out of that. But yeah, basically that's what just sparked the idea for the series. So now all of them are just, related to different developer problems, and yeah.
I love it.
I,
I love that we're professional puzzle solvers. That's what we do all day, right? Someone comes
mhm.
to us, whether it's a business person, I just need this built so I have $1 billion, or it's just I'm trying to troubleshoot. We had um, a person having problems with their opening up their dark blocks, and I want to solve this for you. Like, how can we? So that's another fix that you chase. I do love that you kind of combine it with your ability to use a pen. Do you draw these on just? This is nerd stuff. I'm curious. Do you draw it on an iPad? Do you draw this? Okay.
Mhm. Yeah, I draw it on an app called Procreate,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I stitch together with Affinity Designer. So
Nice.
that's where I can get the dimensions right for Instagram and stuff.
I love it. There's an artist named Brad Colbo. He's from Cleveland. I freaking love Brad. He does geeky stuff. I think I bought his Udemy course, and I still suck, but I dream about being good. Let's talk real quick. One more thing. 35,000 followers. Like, what? Awesome, right? And then we have share this tab instead. And then we got 157 followers. I mean, nothing makes me feel old. Like, because, for the past 20 years, LinkedIn, that's where I find the next gig. It's like my whole universe is in this. So, hey, people watching, Samina K, just for me, like, I just don't want to feel like I'm 1,000 years old. Okay, let's get into Thirdweb and what a Thirdweb is. Our audience is interesting. We have creators. They're not nerds like code monkey nerd types. They're creators, they're artists, and they want to control their destiny. They don't want to give Visa all the money. They don't want to give Facebook and Apple all the money. They want to create and be independent and thrive in NFT land. So what is kind of Thirdweb, and how can that help them?
Yeah, Oh, sorry. I was going to say, yeah, Web3. Thirdweb is a Web3 development framework. So we provide a bunch of different tools, including our dashboard, our SDKs. We provide pre-built contracts. We provide the ability to upload your custom smart contracts, UI components, React SDKs, and things like that. Pretty soon we're adding storage, as you can see.
Ooh.
Just basically from your first line of Solidity code, your first smart contract, your first everything all the way to deployment, we want to make sure that you have all the tools you need, all the things you need to get a production ready app. So our idea is we make it easier and faster to build a decentralized application. And what makes me like really bullish on Thirdweb is if you think about the unlock from Web 1 to Web 2, it was all these dev tools that made it easy for developers and creators to be able to upload their content to the web, to be able to create these websites. And right now, we see a little bit of a barrier from Web 2 to Web 3, where you want to add these Web 3 functionalities to your app, but you have to go through like a plethora of stuff to just get to that point.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm really excited about Thirdweb, is because it's giving you that unlock, like that ability to create stuff, without having to go 4 weeks into a bootcamp of Web3. So with the stuff that you already know, you're able to get a Web3 decentralized app running.
I love what you guys are doing. It's just giving me more control. I'm not going to be Solidity smart contract expert guy like that. That doesn't get me going. And you build these tools where I can kind of do what I need to do to get a smart contract out, publish my NFT, make it available for sale. Like you guys, it's the soup to nuts solution. All right, so we're gonna do a kind of a demo. I need more screens. That's one thing I've decided. Like, I don't know where my head's going at any time. So I'll be your mouse monkey. What I want to do is showcase creating a collection with Thirdweb, adding NFTs to the Thirdweb, and then we go to it's like the McDLT. You're the hot side, I'm the cool side. We'll then go over to Dark Block Land and then upgrade these NFTs with additional content and show off how it can be embedded on your own personal website. All right, so what do I do next?
Yeah, so you're first going to start by deploying a new contract.
Yes, ma'am.
And currently, you'll see that a lot of these contracts are released by Thirdweb. So these are some of the pre-builts. And if you are curious about the auditing, if you click on that little security
This guy?
green thing, so you can see the actual audit report. It should open in a new tab. But if you don't want to see that, there you go. So these are audited. They're secure.
Oh, wow.
Which makes them a really good contract to use, because if you know anything about smart contract programming, you're deploying to the blockchain, you want to make sure that the code you're uploading is secure, because you're dealing potentially with thousands of dollars, millions of dollars over time. So
I hit the wrong
and I believe you stopped sharing.
Yeah, you close the wrong tab at the wrong time and then everything goes. So you guys already audit the smart contracts, so that's a little bit of I guess insurance or relief that that's amazing. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, of course. And these are all of our pre-built contracts. So, they all do kind of different things. I think the one we're demonstrating today is the NFT collection or NFT drop.
Yeah, so it's amazing, like the packs, voting, token drops, smart contracts to split who gets what money, when, how. Amazing selection, amazing variety. Just to write this by yourself, like you don't like. There are businesses dedicated to a particular smart contract, and the idea that you have this plethora. Ugh, my words. All right, let me.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna create a new collection. So all I do is I just fill out forms. We're in Formland. We'll make a Buddy collection. Buddy is this fun piece of art. Ooh, can I ask Symbol? What is Symbol about?
So Symbol is like when you're like going through the blockchain, or if you look on Etherscan or even OpenSea, like kind of like the best way I can describe it is like stock tickers. So like Apple is like, I think it's like APPL or something. No, maybe I'm wrong. Say APPL.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the exact details, but basically it's like a ticker you can think for your like token or your contract. It's something that's used to index it really quick.
Ama- Amazing. And then I can control like what if we're gonna do a free NFT on this one. We're not charging any money, and we're not. But you could keep percentages whenever it changes hands.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all
Yep,
part of the smart contract.
you can do royalties. This automatically populates with your wallet because it assumes, but even if you wanted to do it for someone else, you could also add in another wallet. And then the last thing is the network or the chain. We support a bunch of different EVM compatible networks. Pretty soon we are doing a big announcement. I can't say,
What?
but we'll be on some more networks and chains in the coming months. So yeah, take a look to stay tuned for that.
Oh, I'm gonna go through GitHub and see.
You can find it on GitHub because we are open source. So if you do want to check it out, go for it.
Yeah, now you got us. Ooh. All right, I love that. All right, so I had the wallet pop up. I'm confirming a transaction. It's doing its magic, and we're doing this all live. So you guys can watching can follow along, or watch this video later on, and literally successful. And we have created a collection smart contract.
Perfect.
Awesome.
Oh.
Yeah. End stream. Okay. Next, next we want to add some NFTs.
Mm-hmm.
That will be associated with the collection as part of the collection. Gonna mint a new NFT, and we're gonna call this Buddy Livestream 1 or something like that. I'm sure I've already messed up what I was going to do. All right. I've selected a file, just something I had on my desktop. And then let me get a description here. Traits. Yeah, let's add a trait. Yeah. So we're going to add color. I guess he's orangey. Orange.
Yeah. Orangey is a good new color.
And I guess that's orange sherbet. So those are traits that we're associating with the NFT. There's even more metadata we can add, but we're going to just mint this one. So I'm literally adding one NFT, and then I'm going to add one more. What you don't see is MetaMask just popped up again. I'm paying 0.006 ETH. It's like nothing.
Yeah, I do want to mention like our contracts as well. If you use some of our pre-builts, is they are gas optimized. So what we do is we deploy proxy contracts, and so some of the data is already on the blockchain. You're just adding that additional extension to it. You can kind of think of it that way. If you're familiar with like object-oriented programming, I think that's the best way I can describe it. And so that way you don't have to pay like hundreds of dollars in gas fees to just deploy one contract. So it's optimized in that way.
Amazing. Yeah, that having Buddy live stream. I just want to be Mr. Consistent today. Stream 002. I'm making one more NFT and then we'll get the show on the road. I think this is it. Yes. Color purple. Purple.
It has to be purpley.
Yeah. I'm an adult. I type for a living. Purple haze. And then I'm going to mint this one. Yeah, I had a question. What was I looking at that was blowing my mind? I'll remember it. So I have a MetaMask pop up again. I'm just confirming. Oh, it was the gas fees thing. You know, if you have an empty wallet, let's say you have a fresh wallet, doesn't have any Matic inside, you can't like claim free NFTs because there's still a little gas and you got zero. I saw there was some kind of hack is not the right word, so I apologize, product people. But do you understand? What is that? I don't understand what you guys are doing there.
To make it free
Yeah,
or
yeah,
what's
yeah. There
the
was a
gas used?
gas like loop thing. I'm sorry to put you on the spot.
Yeah, so no, all good. So we work in conjunction with many other tools such as yourself, but we also work with Buy Economy and also opens up, I believe it's opens up one. But Buy Economy is really cool. Basically, you can create a gasless relayer so you can pay gas on behalf of the user claiming the NFT. And so it takes a little bit of configuration. You can actually do it without writing any code, which is super awesome. But basically, you can set aside a portion of crypto, and you can pay the gas fees in lieu of the participant or the user who's minting the NFT.
We've had that as a problem. Let's say you were having an event. We have a QR code we want you to claim, and then it's such a pain in the butt process to make that easy. You know, I'm just an artist. I just want to create stuff. So I did see here on this guy under embed right here, the gasless disabled. So this is where this open Zeppelin relayer, and I haven't done my research yet, but that's what you're talking about.
There's that one, the Open Zeppelin, and if you do another drop down, I think it should be Biconomy there as well. Yeah, there you go. So with Biconomy, what you would do is you go to Biconomy or biconomy.io, the dashboard, you would configure your smart contract or your NFT drop. We have a guide on how to do that. And then you just pass in your API key and your API ID, and then you can make the claim portion of your function, like claim portion of your contract for you. So you can claim the NFT basically without paying any gas.
That is brilliant. Folks who are listening, all you creators, we've run into this all the time. We've had to just do extraordinary hoops to jump through. The idea that you can kind of preload your Biconomy account and then pay for the gas for somebody who just set up a wallet at the party and they just want to claim this NFT that you had a QR code for. This solves that. So amazing. All right, let's go back. All right, so we got a Buddy Livestream collection. We've created 2 NFTs on the fly right here, right now. And now we're going to jump to the Darkblock portion of the program. I'm going to go to Darkblock, or app.darkblock.io. I'm going to connect with my wallet, Polygon. And you can see the 2 NFTs we just created. We just minted them live right here. I'm so happy the metadata and the indexing all happened. Here they are right here. So Buddy Livestream 1. And I can go inside. And he's loading up. So what you see is he's got no Darkblock content. What I want to do is add a 3D model to our Buddy. Now you can do this one at a time per NFT, or you can upgrade a complete collection. I'm feeling dangerous, so I'm going to do a collection upgrade as well as a single. So we'll do a single, and then I'll do a collection upgrade. So Buddy Livestream 1, I want to add a 3D model to him. We happen to have one. Add content only shows up. This button only shows up if we've verified that you are the creator of this NFT. So down here, created by 0097 and owned by 0097. So pop up a modal. I'm going to search for Buddy 1. Buddy 3D model. 001. Yep. Allow it to download. You can control if people can download your model or your movie or your PDF. Hit create. I'm having a MetaMask pop-up that you don't see on screen. All I'm doing is verifying that I am allowed to add a Darkblock. Nothing sneaky. We're going to improve our messaging in these pop-ups. Like, I get it. If people are like, hey, what's going on right now? We are uploading. We're encrypting and uploading this 3D asset to Arweave. Oh, this is where it bogged down last time. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Arweave. We get a reload, and what you see right here is a Buddy 3D asset. I happen to be the creator of this NFT. I'm also the owner of the NFT. So I'm just going to authenticate and do some show and tell. A MetaMask pop-up. Are you sure you're the owner? Yes, I am. So, I mean, I could do a puppet show all by myself, just the whole way. Like, sitting here, talking to myself. Oh, here it comes. pulling from our weave, decrypting the 3D asset, and there's
Wow.
your beautiful buddy.
Oh my gosh, I love the 3D model.
Samina.
That's so cute.
The guy, so our agency, they're called Black Math. They created this. And then we have our
Mm-hmm.
evangelist, a brilliant guy named Ragi. Be friends with Ragi. Ragi can do anything. Ragi generated 10,000 unique buddies. So all these other buddies, this is the Papa buddy, but all the other buddies that you've seen, those are AI generated that he did. Then he went next level and he took their traits. This guy's got a fireman hat. This guy's got sandals that are green. And then I don't even know how he did it, but he used Blender and this other tool called like Blender to NFT or something like that, where we now have 10,000 3D unique buddy models. So, yeah. So
That's crazy.
so
I like that.
it's bananas. And our man Ragi just like we're not selling these. Like this is just demo stuff. But you see so many collections. I know the DGen Ape Academy folks. They had a PFP. It's a ping file. It's beautiful, beautiful render. Now they got a 3D asset. How am I going to distribute that? Am I selling another NFT? So with unlockables and kind of our process, you can associate that 3D asset with the original PFP. Don't devalue the original PFP. Give your community more. Make that PFP worth a little more because there are unlockables associated with it. All right, let's do a collection upgrade. Let me show you. All right, so we updated Buddy Livestream 1. And what we're going to do, share this tab instead. I'm going to target. Do I want? Yeah, I like to live dangerously. So let me get some. I need initially the contract ID. This is something that you guys created and that I am adding. We're going to target. I just want everybody to have this. All right. I'm going to give it to everybody, but we could target color purpley.
Mm-hmm.
And only the purpley NFTs would get the asset. But we're not going to do this. We're going to make it a free for all. So all of the NFTs will in the collection with that contract ID will get this asset. I think it's 721. Is that what this was? Yeah.
Yes, 721.
All right. I'm going to choose a file. I'm calling this Reward Buddy. This is a night render of Buddy, and we're going to give this to everyone in the collection. Basically, rewarding people who've bought the NFT or are part of the community. This is cool. What do you do when you're doing demos and you have to type in stuff? Like, you just kind of make it up on the fly?
I do. I'm like, this is a demo for so-and-so session.
We need to like lip
It's kind of
some,
hard to think of one.
like just like a right click lip some thing that we can just always have. All right.
Right.
Error uploading
That's
file.
a good idea. I might make it.
So I just, of course, broke whatever I was trying to do. Let me see. Let's run this back. Only one contract. Oh, no, it was a new contract. That's. We have a new contract. Let's go find my contract address. Here. This is my contract. Buddy Livestream Collection. Ooh, I was cutting and pasting from something that was old. Now, we do have, I think there's case problems. So I just want to just visually real quick and not change these. We see it with OpenSea where case gets kind of... So I'm hoping this works. If this not, I'm going to fake it and I'm going to pull the casserole out of the oven. I promise you this works. I'm just not good at my job. All right, 721.
Curse of the demo.
It's the worst.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just think about the rest of the thing. Anybody who's ever done a demo has had stuff blow up in their face.
It works perfect like 30 minutes before, too.
Oh, it's the worst. I'm just making sure I'm on the right wallet. I think I'm in the right wallet. Create. No, I'm not even in the right place because it's not even trying. All right.
Mhm.
So let's just keep the ball moving. So here are a collection that I updated and upgraded earlier, the Buddy 006 down to 001. Inside, I think I have the right wallet. I have everything. So all of those buddies share. I'm opening my wallet. I'm authenticating. They were all rewarded the exclusive art, which I'm going to pop open. And that whole collection was upgraded. Now I'm sweating, right? When you have a demo, it just goes weird on you.
You're good. You're doing great.
You know, you've said that plenty of times when we've talked. Like you're gonna make it, help me make it through my career. So you can target by traits. You can target just the complete collection,
Hmm.
and upgrade all of the NFTs inside. We're at 31 minutes. Samina, how are we doing? How are we gonna wrap this up? Oh,
Yeah.
questions. I got a question.
Question.
I have
Yeah.
a question. We had somebody in the audience earlier. I'm looking at that had a question about smart contracts and dark blocks. The interesting thing about us is we do zero smart contract work. You know, whatever the rules of the NFT are that you guys help. I don't know, help people use and create. Those are the rules that we abide by when it comes to dark blocks. We're kind of easy that if you are the creator, you can create dark blocks. If you are the owner, you can unlock dark blocks. As far as who gets the cut on the NFT and the smart contract and this percentage, that happens on your side of the house. How do people, do they come to you asking for, like, what's next in the pipeline? So you have like 12 different use cases. I think I can do most things
Hmm.
with your preset smart contracts. What's coming up, or what are you excited about?
Yeah, I'm really excited about an upcoming feature that we'll have. So right now we released a new feature called Thirdweb Deploy and Release, where basically if you have your own custom smart contract that you want deployed, you're able to put it on an on-chain registry, basically like what you're demonstrating here. But you can upload your own smart contract. What we've realized is there are so many different smart contracts in the world, and not everything is going to fit everybody's use case. So we still want to make it easy for you to build. What you do is you create your smart contract, you deploy it on chain. You could take that URL, that link, that registered smart contract, and send it to one of your friends, and they could deploy the same smart contract using the Thirdweb dashboard. So the idea is, making it more accessible, making it like um, I don't know. Like the best example I can give is if you're familiar with NPM, it's like an NPM for smart contracts,
Yeah,
or like a GitHub for smart contracts, or an app store for smart contracts. So now it's going to be community oriented, where people can upload their own and be able to use different ones. So that's what I'm really excited about. There's going to be a discoverability aspect. You can look at different ones. So you still don't have to be a smart contract developer. You can look through and um, just pick the contract that you want and yeah, just put that in your app basically.
I
I don't know
love
why
that.
I'm freezing there.
Yeah, you'll probably see people like creating new smart contracts that are kind of modeled against something that was NFTs that nesting, all these different things that are you see these high dollar projects are doing, but they'll be able to model it and then kind of use it yourself. That's very cool.
Hmm.
The one thing that I think I skipped is just the embed capability. So here I have a Buddy Edition drop. This is what I love. I think marketplaces will always have their role, but then there's also the vanity website, my project website, and I want to embed the ability to purchase the NFT or just grab it for free, right on my own website. So I always feel like, is this popular? Like I feel like it's something that creators and developers are two different human beings, or
Hmm.
So I feel like these kinds of no code cut and paste things would be very popular.
They are really popular. So we have artists who just want to use no code, so they come on our dashboard and just create their NFT, and then we provide this embed code so they can just put it in their CMS or paste it wherever they want to. In addition to that, obviously we have the SDK. So if you want additional functionality or want to make it more customized to your website, you can also do that as well.
You have like this limitless amount of tools. So whatever level of geek you might be or developer, like there's something for you. So if you're just a painter and all I can do is paint, but I have my Squarespace website, you can copy and paste and put that NFT inside there. And if you're a hardcore, you know, developer and that whole idea of remixing contracts or having that repository that you can, very cool stuff. All right, Samina, I am so grateful for your time. Um, Anything you want to say? You want to tell us that chain that you guys are spinning up? You just want to announce that right now?
No, no, you gotta go look in the GitHub. We will probably be announcing it mid-October, so stay tuned on the Thirdweb Twitter. You can also join us on Discord if you all have any questions on Thirdweb. It's discord.gg/Thirdweb. I think that's our link, hopefully. So yeah, any other questions for me, or if you need any support, yeah, then you have a full team, ready to just basically get you through your project.
You're amazing. Thirdweb's amazing. I'm so grateful for your time today. Everybody, thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you, Joey.
Oh, thank you.